next Stampin' Sharon. I am bringing you a really easy but elegant card. I pulled a stamp set that I hadn't used yet, and I'm like, let's do this. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, could you do so below? And I would love a thumbs up and any comments that you want to make. I love reading the comments, and I promise I'll reply. Let me show you my card. I personally think that silver and navy are just a couple. This is a very easy card, but it's got lots of elegance to it. Let me show you what I used. I used the stamp set Friendly Expressions. I love big bold stamps, and I was like, why haven't I used this set by now? So I pulled it out. I also needed some framelits. I wanted some leaves, so this is the Fall Foliage Thinlits, and I loved these, cutting out the silver foil paper with those. I also used the Tufted Embossing Folder. It's a dynamic folder, and by dynamic, I mean that it's really thick compared to our other folders. And whenever you're using the dynamic folders, make sure you only use one cutting plate. You don't need both because this is so super thick. I am using multi-purpose glue because it is a really easy glue for me to move around if I get my project crooked. And it also gets down into the grooves so that my card does not pop apart. All of my little crevices and embossed areas have adhesive on them, so not going to fall apart. I'm using Night of Navy ink. Don't worry about the dimensions. I will have them all in the link below for you. It's just, I love the Night of Navy. I mean, it's just a stark wow. Just love it. All right, I want to make sure that's good and dry. I am going to go ahead and add a little bit of adhesive on the back of my silver foil, and I only did it in the opposite corners. I wanted the top left and bottom right. I've already cut out my leaves, and I'm going to just stick those to, let me pull this over. You kind of want to hover over to make sure that the leaves don't go off. Okay, so kind of hover over that a little bit. And then I'm just sticking these leaves. I did 3 at the top. And then I'm going to do 2 at the bottom. And again, hovering over to make sure that I'm not going off of my layer. Let me zoom in just a little bit. There we go. So y'all can see what I'm saying. So just by hovering over, I'm ensuring that I don't come off of my card front, because we don't want the leaves to get caught in the envelope or anything like that. Just wanting to stick to my finger. Okay. There we go. All right. I am going to go ahead and use some dimensionals on this card, or you could use the multi-purpose glue. But if y'all been watching my videos, y'all know what a fan I am of dimensionals. This up, making sure it's straight. Whoops, There we go. Okay. And I'll tell you a reason why. I know this doesn't even look like silver when it's laying flat, does it? I noticed, and I can't show you on this card, I did notice with the foil that if I did a scribble of multi-purpose glue, I could see that from the other side. Now, I am going to be attaching my sentiment so you wouldn't see it. So you can't see it on this card, but I noticed it and I was like, that is so weird. I'm gonna have to work on a tip for that. I'm thinking maybe a sponge or something to smooth that out. So watch for an upcoming video. I'll figure that issue out because that was kind of crazy. Super fast, isn't it? And I love it. And I think it would be a great card for the man in our lives because, you know, it's a neutral color, but I think it's gorgeous. So what do you think? Do you love these colors together? I sure do. Thank y'all so much for tuning in today and watching me on my channel. I love sharing different ideas with you, something simple like this card or something a little stepped up. What do you prefer? Do you prefer simple or do you like more stepped up? Happy stamping, y'all!